course, they're usually like on the opposite sides of these brackets because Panda will be like a 3 to 6 seed, right? And then Ned will be on the 1 or 2 seed. He doesn't really ever dip below the 2 seed at one of these tournaments. So they tend to not really meet. And I feel like Dan usually gets like the upper hand and then leads to a Dan versus Ned winners finals. But Panda getting the big win when it counts today already. 3-1 victory in semis.
And Ignition 200 definitely being where it counts the most. Having a 300-man bracket is definitely the time you want to shine. And being top 3 at basically a seed here without it actually being a seed here. So Panda's showing what Builder can do. People say this character's bad, but I just can't see it.
The character you have to play this very unconventional style, right? We've seen some of like the semi-stalling tactics in the previous winter semis, right, versus Dan, where you would throw those Lloyd rockets out just to stall out the invulnerability, and just the Lloyd is so useful in so many situations. You see it trying to help cover his disadvantage already here on the left side of the stage. But it's just little chips and damages here from this Joker right now that's winning out to a 60% lead.
And you're already seeing why Ned opted for the Joker in this matchup, just being that he can do that downward stun when Panda's in the corner trying to set up that wall. And it's just a lot of free damage that Panda's not always found an answer for. And Joker's out to play. Arsene's out to play.
I can't believe he lived for that up smash. I think that maybe like the Lloyd rocket stalled the hit for just like a brief second in time to keep Panda alive, but this damage keeps adding up as the Agons land on the left side of the stage as well. Oh, see ya later.
Why did that kill? I mean, I know our Joker Arsene is nothing to sniff at, but at the same time, he was at about 150 mid-stage, and that just raw forward air taking Builder.
Yeah, that was a non-committal forward air just to pressure the platform. Killed pretty cleanly at 140.
And that's Joker looking very clean. I know he's been grinding out this character a lot recently, trying to find another character to play when he's not necessarily feeling comfortable with Pokemon Trainer.
His movement with Joker does remind me a lot of like the way he played Cloud. And this is a very movement-based character. Pokemon Trainer not so movement-based. There's some tricks you can do, but Ivysaur is kind of like a stand-your-ground character. Charizard you can be a little tricky with an extra jump, but he's not like slipping and sliding all over the place like this Joker is. And so far, looking for the lap and maybe even a 2-stock lead. And yes, he gets it done.
And comparing Joker versus Pokemon Trainer, they both complement Ned's playstyle in that Pokemon Trainer is a very read-based character, which Ned's great with his reads and adaptation, and then whereas Joker's more that movement-based, which watching Ned Smash 4 5 is one of the most fun top-level representation of the character just because he moves so well.
I definitely agree, but that was so scary on the right side of the stage. You saw Ned was posturing for a down air as the recovery was forced to go to a certain angle from Panda Bair, but not pulling the trigger, playing a little bit more conservatively. And this is almost a 3-stock? Ooh!
Has Panda been in the middle of the stage this entire game?
I think that's the first time. And he gets a back throw for his trouble, but is it too little too late here? As even without Arsene online, yeah, look how deep you can go with this back air. And that's something Cloud couldn't do, right? In Smash 4? Go off the side. Okay, Panda jumped off. No, he guessed D.
I know he did on purpose.
Intentionally.
He did back throw and then he just ran off. But at the same time, like, it's game 1. Like, you're in winners finals. You kind of have to take that as a, okay, I'm going to use this stock to learn and get some data. You have 3 games to play with, so like it's not like the set's lost already.
Right.
Maybe he's thinking a change of scenery might help him out. But at the same time, I don't think that was a stage thing so much. Like, Ned was just really playing around his defensive options at the ledge. Oh, here we go, baby! Let's go!
Hey, I haven't seen too much of the Banjo today, actually, from Panda in his winter
here's
sets.
my color.
That's a good color.
It's a great color.
As long as you all know I have dibs on Grunty.
Yeah, nobody else wants that. Nobody else wants that.
Well, this is a character that, well, you saw how patiently and methodically Panda was playing Villager in many of his winter sets. Banjo fits that playstyle perfectly. Look at the way he's just weaving between all these platforms, trying to get these grenade rebounds to lead to a nice back air. Some easy damage to start this game out. But okay, there's a little counterplay at the start. Grab that grenade, hold that counter for as long as you can, and then just get free Arsene meter.
The way that, what's great for Panda though is Banjo really allow him to play his defensive playstyle, but in a more active way on stage where Ned can't just trap him at the ledge. He gets to like throw those grenades, set up that defensive wall, but it's more mobile. And you're starting to see that pay off. He's getting that stage control, and it's even to start out, whereas at this point in game 1, it was already well out of hand.
Okay, get a Burner Wonder Wing to just mix up that recovery as much as possible, and even throw that little grenade at the top, and that down tilt just catches that.
Wow, that catch is so free!
So free, but he missed the timing on the last one. Panda's got something cooking here with this Banjo. He's got something cooking for sure. I did like the up smash too. I concur.
Oh, he does try to mix up his recovery. He definitely needed to burn that Wonder Wing to make it back.
We're playing very conservative with the Wonder Wings until that 1 second where he knew the grenade would cover him on the landing. Very smart play from the Panda Banjo so far.
Yeah, he was talking about how he wanted to make PR with Banjo at one point. He says all the time about other characters, but he's definitely showing that he could do it, giving that a run for his money in this game too.
Ooh, and he had that idea with the grenade, but he didn't expect the reverse bounce. That could have been actually a confirmed to kill, I believe, on Joker.
The football shape of the grenade definitely makes it inconsistent with how it operates, and definitely working against Panda in that situation.
Oh, but a shield poke on that one. Buying another great stage position for this Banjo-Kazooie, and there comes the down tilt once again. We saw how effective it was earlier in the stock.
Panda up a stock on this Joker. We're getting a DLC slugfest for this Ignition Winners Finals.
If this is the meta going forward, I'm all for it, man.
Same.
Give me all the games of Banjo.
He can win every tournament forever. I'd be like, good. He deserves it after what he suffered through this last decade and a half. No, 2 decades now.
2 decades, going on 20 years of this character.
Just wait until Banjo 3, they said.
We still waiting, Rare.
We are.
Still waiting. But all right, Ned not waiting any longer to get that stock as the back air finds its mark.
He's trying to wait out this Joker, this Arsene, but kind of wasted that Wonder Wing, giving himself a lot of free damage to Ned. Oh no.
I think Panda wasn't sure if he could do that Wonder Wing and still have the invulnerability from the spawn platform, right? But the fact that he stayed on there so long meant that his invulnerability from the Angel platform was lessened. And that's a part of the counterplay. People always say, just wait on the Angel platform, but you lose that intangibility on the stage.
Personally, I would rather use the intangibility and just get off right away and just pressure Joker and try to get him in disadvantage, because he loses more meter if you just hit him instead of waiting it out, because that's a long wait.
But sometimes that requires being aggressive with a character that might not be designed for that. Something like, you know, this character is not necessarily designed to be aggro. You already saw the Wonder Wings didn't pay off as well as Panda would have liked, and it's putting him in a position here that's tough to recover from. Burning one more Wonder Wing for recovery, and he is out of those.
So Ned can definitely afford to play a lot more aggressive and put on that upfront pressure to Banjo. And there goes the stock, just like that.
I love that sound effect so much. Even when Banjo dies, it's just classic losing a life sound effect for any video game, right?
And you're starting to see Ned put the pieces together in this matchup, or jiggies if you were.
Put the jiggies together.
But I really think that the way that Panda overly used those Wonder Wings to start out his stock too, just really put all the momentum in Ned's favor, and Ned's carrying that momentum into this final stock.
And this is a bad spot to recover from, but okay. Somehow sneaking by. Oh, get out of town! And another Wonder Wing, maybe a little bit too aggressive, makes you pay the price.
And you're seeing how, like, Wonder Wing's a great move, right? But if you're not going for the reads, if you're just going for a raw like Panda has been, Ned's clearly ready for it. He has the reaction time. You either A, have to get those grenade setups, or B, you have to do, like, you know, like as an anti-air, like if you see him like jumping a lot with, like, you know, those airs and those bears. He's using them raw and neutral, which is what's getting him punished so hard. But we're not going to see another round of Wonder Wings. We're going to go back to the net in the tree with Villager for this game 3 on Yoshi's side.
We know that Panda does prefer these triplats. We saw him do this little this stalling strat on the bottom right side and bottom left side in the set versus Dan. I don't know if you saw that, where he just throws the Lloyd rockets at the wall, and he gets like 2 or 3 bounces, and then he's able to use his wall jump to get back. You can spend a lot of time down there burning time against this Arsene meter if you so choose.
But I don't think it's really going to bother Ned. He's been in control at the ledge against this Villager the entire set. I don't think he's going to have any problem waiting that out.
And you see, he understands the timing where it takes a little bit of time to activate that Lloyd rocket. It's like 30 frames or so, where you can just run right through it. And again, that dash attack going to pay dividends here for Ned as he continues this ledge pressure.
And Joker definitely being quick enough to work his way through that Lloyd rocket. So, just once again...
Ooh! Ooh! That's caught? Did Ned, like, drop down from the ledge or something?
He had to have. I don't know why. I mean, Panda was right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that exact interaction was, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Ned's got to find a way to even up these stocks now.
And Panda will take that lead to the bank, a player not afraid to just spend the entire game running away from her. Something that Villager does very well.
Yeah, Panda with the lead is one of the most frustrating players to play against in Chicago because exactly what you said, he does not mind spending time down there, and look at that. What
Here he
is
goes.
Arsene's plan? Okay, go down with the downward guns. Makes a lot of sense. It's at least you make sure he doesn't get down there and you take no damage to it, right?
Wow! Is that down air forwarder?
Yeah, down air forwarder. Seems pretty good.
I mean, Joker, you know, good character, probably best in the game. But Panda undeterred, gaining some momentum, but just like that, those oppressive Joker nairs.
I love the spacing on those, the way he was making sure to drift backwards on those neutral airs. That's something that any Joker player could really just take note on.
Really using it like a cloud nair in Smash 4.
Yeah. Not as big, but I mean, like, no nair will ever be that big ever again.
Never again.
It is not okay for any
nair. Grabbing connection Panda. Reading the roll, but just not quite getting the timing.
Yeah, it's just a little slow.
Oh no!
Okay, Panda, one of the only characters in the game that can make it back. And see you later! What an incredible comeback. It looked like Panda might have been dead at 40, but instead, Ned's stock blows up off of the left side.
And that's the double-edged sword of edge guarding Villager right there, because he may get back on stage and beat you down there, and then he just has drops a bowling ball on your skull, taking your stock as early as 50%.
And Joker's a character who has, even when you're using the tethers, it can be linear if you're predictable with the angle you choose, and you can be vulnerable to things like a bowling ball, so you see it absolutely taken advantage of in this Game 3, as Panda is looking to get a 3-0 comeback here to make it to Grand Finals.
Definitely looking like he can do it if he keeps playing like he is right now. And he is at the golden magical percent, so anything's possible. And there we go.
Well, now you're just a pessimist. Okay.
I never said he could win. I was like, and you know, not everything's possible once you pass that percent. You know.
Now just the regular things are possible, like sniping with a potted plant from all the way across Yoshi's story, but Arsene is going to try to even this game up, and this is actually a pretty decent time for Arsene to come online if you're rooting for Panda Bair here, because he can spend time stalling away from it, and you see him already retreating very far off of the ledge, doesn't even want to give the stage presence a shot here. Okay, going for one little down air out of that punish.
He is finding the holes in Joker's... Never mind. I was going to say he's finding the holes in Joker Arsene with the shield and playing around it, but eating that dash attack, going to die relatively early.
You can only run from that for so long, though, is the thing. Joker's so fast, and his moves are so powerful. To play around every single one of them perfectly every time an Arsene comes online is a lot to ask.
You can dread it, run from it, etc., stay out of close. And just like that, Ned evened this up very quickly.
Yeah, the damage output from him on this character, you see it right here. He has a lead. He was down a lot. I think it was like 40% on Panda's second stock when the second stock of Ned's was taken. And now, in control, here is Chicago's #1 player.
Tada's not here.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying. Tada's not here right now.
We miss you, Tada, if you're watching.
Yeah. I really wanted to see Ned versus Tada today, but unfortunately couldn't make it. Ned obviously been a perennial #1 in Chicago, but Tada definitely, I think, has that crown at the time being.
We'll have to see that next season, but until then, Ned trying to get a big W in his pocketbook here.
Get a nice comfy spot in winner's side of Grand Final. Just has to close out this stock. Is that going to do it? Yes, it will. What?
I'm shocked that Panda survived. That was been perfect DI here, but look at the dip down low for the second time's the charm, and there you go. Ned will make it 3-0 over Panda Bair into that winner's side of Grands, as you mentioned.
Panda was playing very well, especially in that Game 3. It's just, that matchup just seems awful, to be honest. Like, you can't do your usual ledge camping. You can't really play neutral with him either. You can't set up your voids because he just gets, you know,
blown up,
rebel guarded.
And you saw the speed at which Joker could just intercept the Lloyd Rocket. You get in before those frames are even active, and then the world is your oyster.